Hello, startups and guests. No, 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 that's not how we roll. Come on, bring it. Hello, startups. You can do better. This is how it's going to be for the next 2 days, so, you might as well play with it. So, hello, startups. That's better. Hi. So, I'm Anka. I know a lot of you guys, but some of you don't know me, so who am I? I've been involved in the startup community for over 3 years. I've been working with Startup Weekend. How many of you guys know of Startup Weekend here? Yeah, good enough. Until May of this year, and now I drifted apart from them, and I'm going to focus more on the region of Central and Eastern Europe. And I'm going to launch a project called CE Changers, Central Eastern Europe Changers, where I'm going to bring together a lot of the active key players in the region, connect them, and hopefully together we will be able to make things easier for you guys, the startups, to succeed and become famous and awesome. Not that you're not awesome already, but you know. Yes, so welcome to Startup Spotlight in partnership with Ixia, the second year, and they are amazing. They are offering a lot of cool prizes, which I'm sure that you would love to win. Who is here for the prizes? What are the rest of you here for? I know, networking exposure. And also this year we have a lot more partners, and we would like to thank them as well. You can see them all here. And it's really nice to see, this event growing and getting better and better each year. As Monica said earlier, 30% of the startups from last year of the Startup Spotlight either got funding or, succeeded in moving forward with their project after attending this program. So that's pretty cool. And are you ready to pitch? That's 2. How many teams are here? How many of you are in teams here? So are you ready to pitch? Oh, no, God. That's not how you roll. Where, George? Activate the monkey. The monkey. I want the monkey. The monkey. Oh, they skewed it. Looks like shit. It's a handicap monkey. Anyway, I guess we'll go with it. So this is how you guys look when I talk and you're like, yeah, okay, sure. So if you're gonna do this, if this is the way that you're gonna pitch, looking like this monkey, like I have this startup and I'm gonna do this. No, that's not how it works. One of the best things about the communities around the world that are going very well, like Silicon Valley, London, Berlin, people are very enthusiastic there. And when they talk about their startups, when they talk about their ideas, they're full of life, and they glow when they talk about it. And this is how, every startup founder should talk about their startups. So don't be like the monkey, and I'll keep bringing it up for the next 2 days. Whenever I see one of you being like this on stage and talking like this, I'm gonna call you monkeys. So, okay. Let's invite our esteemed, I know. Oh. I don't lock the mic. Oh, come on. I got this. Okay, so let's invite on stage our esteemed panel, the guys that are going to give you feedback and are gonna drill you after your pitches. So Max Gervitz from Sofia. Hello. Welcome. Should I introduce you guys, or do you want to do it yourself? Yeah, you guys know Max, right? Okay, well, Max was with the 11 Accelerator in Sofia, and now he's moving on and doing Terrace Capital. He's going into the whole investing part of the world, which is nice. Robin Waters, please. Sorry, I know you're jealous that I'm the only one getting the kisses, but what you gonna do? Okay, so Robin has been also very active for the past few years in the European tech scene. He worked for the Next Web. Now he's launching a new project called tech.eu. You're going to hear more about it tomorrow on the main stage. Daniel Lynch from 3TS. And Alan Clayton from SOS Ventures. So welcome, guys, and thank you for being in Bucharest. Thank you for taking the time to come and see what's going on in our little corner of the world. We're going to just start with the pitches, if the guys are ready. Are you ready? Monkeys. Who said that? Somebody said monkeys. They knew I'm going to say it. Okay, are you ready? Okay, that's good enough. So the first startup that is going to pitch today, oh, and by the way, I, due to my past experience with Startup Weekend, I'm very strict with timing. So if you're running out of time, I'm going to cut you off, and you can hate me for it, I don't care, but you have to learn how to pitch in time. So the first startup to pitch today is Sponsia. And you have 5 minutes. And after that, you'll get 2 or 3 minutes with questions from the jury. And I'm going to ask you guys to be very brief with the questions. Like, do not give them feedback or anything that takes, forever. Just ask questions about, how it works. But I have to say it anyway. Where did it go? Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Milan. I'm from Sponsia. And this is a very special day for me because on this day, 1 year ago, Sponsia was incorporated. And I remember that because it's also my birthday. So thank you for allowing me to be first now. So, do you know who this guy is? That's Bogdan, the event organizer of this event. His job is so difficult that he couldn't show up today. I learned that he's fine. Why? Because he has found a way to find sponsors. And that's what we do. We help event organizers to find sponsors by giving them a cool platform, and we also help the sponsors to advertise efficiently in our systems. So what is the problem that we are looking at? The problem we are looking at that the sponsorship industry is very limited to personal relations, very jumbled, very fragmented, and limited to big players. So we are creating a solution that will help to both players to get into organized environment and do business together. How do we do that? We give them a way to manage their relation. We give them a way to communicate directly. And on top of this, if you're an event organizer, you can make extra money by finding new sponsors to the existing ones you already have. So some of the tools that we give the big events are to break down the events in small pieces, like coffee breaks, lunch, marketing materials, so you can find sponsors for the smaller bits. We put them in bundles and we sell them to big sponsors. We can offer you the coffee break for all events in Bucharest for July. How about that? For January, because it's ahead. So we give them also cost-efficient tools to advertise with vouchers at events. And we also give the sponsors a way to advertise efficiently in the mobile smartphones of the visitors of event. So we get a lot of these. We know what's for the event organizer. He gets money. What's in for the sponsor? So for the sponsor, throughout this year, we have identified that there is a big problem in terms of the spam that they get. So we give them a tool how to organize the spam. We give them out of the radar, relevant opportunities that are designed for their target groups through this online system. We also give them tools for customer engagement and customer experience. That's what they need. They don't need just a bloody logo on the wall. So how do we make money? We make money in 3 ways. The first way, we make money through transaction. If we find you a sponsor, we get paid. We also charge the sponsors for a product placement and for putting an advertisement in the smartphone of the people. We also sell targeted ads to vendors. The vendors like services and equipment to make an event happen, because in our website, the event organizers buy a lot. The market we are looking at is huge. This is a number for the world, for the big sponsorship industry. And Europe is, our target is Europe, where we believe it's like 20, 30 billion. There's not official statistics. But we also adding a whole new market of mini events that have never been sponsored before. How do we do that? We put them in a big and nice bundle that is meaningful enough for these big sponsors to bother about. So we plan to be a million company in 3 years, but we need only 800 deals to break even in a market like London, where is our next target. This is the traction we achieved so far. We're making already money. We got some funding from 11, and we have real customers with real feedback. These are some of the partners that we are targeting to solve the egg issue. So we have a lot of events in our system, and we are testing a B2B expansion model. So we've been nominated for the Best Event Tech Startup and Event Technology Awards, and we also been nominated for the biggest site of the year. These are some of the clients that we enjoy today. These are Balkan clients, and we hope to bring this relation in a more mature market as well. The sponsors, the competitors we have identified are mostly in US, and Bizabu is our competitor in the mobile app. So none of them is focused on Europe yet. So who I am? I'm a serial entrepreneur with a lot of experience in my back. I have 7 companies, 2 of them sold successful, 2 of them failed, and 3 running, one of them is market leader in Bulgaria. So what we need 250,000 pounds for 20% of the company to launch what we have now in a mature market like London. Thank you very much. I'm open for questions.
Thanks. It was really good. Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
So when I was reading the description, I was very skeptical because I've organized a fair share of events myself, and I know how hard it can be to get sponsoring. I know it comes down to, as you mentioned, personal relationships more than anything. So anything beyond that is really difficult. But I think you made a very good pitch in convincing me that there might actually be more to it. What I'm wondering is, would it make sense for you to sponsor with venue owners and larger groups rather than event organizers? Because that would take the edge a little bit off, because you would talk to less people, but with more distribution scale.
That's true, but the event organizers are the easy part for us. They started to look for our services. We are the reactive part already. What we found out that the event organizers of big conferences are not our typical customers yet. We focus on small and medium-sized kind of meetups, events, local community events, which really benefit from what we have, and they don't mind to pay us a lot of money. So going to talking to big, if I got your question right, to big places where a lot of event organizers are, could be our next sales step.
I was just going to ask you about the size of the addressable market that you're actually going after. You put numbers up to 50 billion, but that's not the market you're going after. What is the market you're going after for your specific strategy?
Okay, we have this number as a guide, but there's no official statistics. What kind of BTL budgets are being spent on small and medium-sized markets? We believe that it's also in the vicinity of billions. But to be honest, I think that this number we have is just a guiding light. And now with the sponsors we talk, we realize that they have something like 10% of their advertising budgets allocated to this kind of event marketing, BTL, sponsorship, etc.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm not going to make you sing because I'm such a nice person, but can you all yell happy birthday to Milan? Happy birthday! Next startup is Air++.
Hi. Sorry. Okay. We spend a significant amount of time of our life, it's okay like this, indoors. breathing the air inside buildings. And studies show that if the air inside our house is polluted, we can have some health problems that I think it's best to avoid. Somebody told me, why should I measure the air in my room when I live in a big city where I know there is a lot of pollution? I think it's important to understand that indoor pollution is not only caused by outdoor pollution. In fact, there are many possible pollutants that can affect our health right inside our homes. And pollution is tricky because we can't really see it. We can smell. Many pollutants have no color, no smell, and are too small. Now that I gave this brief introduction, let me tell you how this started. After I had some health problems, I started buying some plants to clean the air in my room. After a while, I started asking myself if they really help, if they do the job well, how good. So I started buying some air monitoring devices. I bought 3 and researched on many others. What I found out was that they are too expensive. They don't have sensors for all the use cases that I want. They don't have Wi-Fi. They don't give any advice. So I was really hooked into air quality by now. I read a lot of studies. I contacted air quality professionals around the world. And the next step, I assembled a team with 2 of my friends who are really good with hardware. And we started building our own device, which will be perfect, and it is. We have graduated from computer science. We have previous entrepreneurial experience. This is a hardware device that we built. It's a GPS and fuel monitoring system. And this is Air++. It's a smart device focused on indoor air quality monitoring. It monitors 9 common indoor air pollutants. It's Wi-Fi enabled and sends data to the cloud. Let me give you some examples to see how we can help people improve the air in their room. So if the carbon dioxide levels in the room go up, at some point an alert will be triggered advising the person to open the windows so that oxygen can get in. Some people who don't know they have a problem with high CO2, they have migraines and they have poor concentration, so some of them may resort to taking pills to cope with these issues. Another use case, we can help you detect if an object that you have in your house is toxic or not. If you have a fireplace, we can tell you if it needs service, if it's leaking gas. These are just a few use cases. We have many other ways we can help. You can view reports online on our app. You can compare data with past data. We have many plans for the future that we didn't implement. There are people all over the world who already showed interest in our device. So let me tell you who are we focusing on mainly at this moment. We're focusing on parents because poor air quality impacts babies more. And it's really critical. Their immune system is not well developed. We're focusing on people who are health conscious, people who are already tracking their health and fitness. And last but not least, we are focusing on people who have some health issues and they are sensitive to polluted air, like asthma and allergy sufferers. Competition, as I said in the beginning, I spent some time researching the market and I was not impressed by what was already there. Now, 1 year after we started working on the device, some new companies entered the market and I am still confident that we are superior. We are looking to raise 35 to 100,000 euros to help with production, marketing, and retailing expenses. In January, we will launch our crowdfunding campaign that please sign up to airplusplus.com/htw to be notified when we launch. You can in fact pre-order right now on this URL. So to resume, we have a smart device focused on indoor air quality monitoring. We do our job really well. We are laser focused on this. We are continuously reading scientific material, keeping an eye on new innovation. We have contact with several university professors who are doing research into this. And please sign up to airplusplus.com/htw to be notified when we launch. Thank you.
So if I can kick off the questions, you know, you explained about the personas that this is for, right? People with babies, people that are into sports. But are you going to target new markets, or is this for people that already have similar devices?
As I said, I mean, people who already have devices, they may be looking for something, so it's easier to get them. But we're really hoping to attract a wider audience. So even these new companies that are creating all their products, we think they are helping in creating more awareness and bringing more and more people into this, into knowing that this is something they need to take into consideration. So to answer your question, we're targeting, I don't know, many segments. And with our crowdfunding campaign, we will test who especially is really interested and who answers faster to our pitch.
That sounds like a good idea, because I think it's a completely different thing to focus on putting out of business those guys with the ugly devices or
We
catering
had
for
some
new-
ideas to focus in with going pharmacies and ask them to feature our device, to go to ecological shops to
I see.
display it there. But we're thinking to go to Amazon. We want to be first on Amazon when you search to indoor air quality monitoring.
If I can ask one more thing, why does that data need to be in the cloud? You're offering this as an idea. Why
Well,
do
I
you
mean,
think it's
you
needed?
can, yes, I mean, you can view your data from anywhere. An use case would be you are at the office and you want to check if the nanny that you left your baby with is keeping an eye on. I mean, has the CO2 level, maybe is a proper level. If there's too much dust in the room, you can call her and say, listen, please, maybe can you clean some of the, maybe you can vacuum. And
So we only have 10 seconds, but I wanted to mention, because you mentioned the competition, which I appreciate, but there's another company in Slovenia called Cube Sensors that's essentially building smart connected monitoring solutions just like this. So we'd keep an eye on them as well.
Sure, I mean, there's like an explosion of companies in the last year. I was really amazed by it. But my general view is that I think we are really better because we are really passionate about this subject. This all started because we were looking for something for ourselves. We couldn't find something. We thought that they don't have a complete understanding of what needs to be taken care of. Thank you.
One last point, go after soft money. There's a lot of soft money for the sector. You should target that. Soft money.
Thank you. Buy no menu. Oh, another thing, guys, is after you are done pitching, please do not leave the room. That's rude. Okay? And I'm going to come hunt you and bring you back. Okay, buy no menu.
Hi everyone, I'm Peter and I'm the co-founder of Binomenu. Let me ask you something. Do you think that customer service quality in restaurants can be improved? Blink your eyes by the end of this presentation if you think it can. If you don't believe me, I have some questions for you. You don't have to answer, just think about them. While being in a restaurant, did it ever happen to wait too long to see the menu? I know also that there are some foreign persons at this conference. Did you find any restaurant in Bucharest that has a menu translated in your own native language, besides English, of course? After lunch, are you still hungry now? How many of you can resist the temptation when they see this delicious pizza? Wouldn't it be nice if all the dishes contain pictures? Here's one possible solution. A device put on each table where you can view the digital menu and place orders. But we can do it better and cheaper at the same time. Why not use the customer's own devices? Because most of them have a smartphone nowadays. So, how does it work? Let's take an example. You enter into a restaurant. You take a seat at a table, and there you will find the QR code. You scan it, and the menu will be available for you. So, Binomenu allows customers using their own devices to easily visualize the interactive digital menu, place orders, ask for a waiter, give feedback, and share with their friends their cuisine preferences on Facebook. For businesses, the benefits are even greater. Besides increasing customer service quality, they gain more visibility. The customer can appreciate the product by giving a like directly on Facebook. This is an example of a classic Facebook check-in. Wouldn't it be cool if instead of eating lunch, you specify exactly what you prefer from the restaurant menu? Also, they will get direct feedback from their customers and they will know their customer's identity. How does this help them? Well, they will be able to initiate win-back activities if they think they lost a certain customer. All in all these features will increase sales. Market. We will first start with Romanian market and after we want to go abroad. Our potential customer is a restaurant, pub, or coffee shop that has at least 10 tables, is located in a central or semi-central urban area, touristic areas, or university centers. Also maintains a customer relationship via social networks, and his customers are less than 45 years old. Competition. Until now, we identified on the Romanian market one direct competitor still being in an early startup stage. We are distinct from them with different feature packages, no setup fee strategy, and an app that has a better user design. Monetization. We'll make money by monthly subscription with a free trial period. We offer free packages with prices between $10 and $80. About customer validation, we discussed already with 5 restaurants from Iași. All of them found the idea interesting and 2 of them shared their willingness to pay for it. Team. Regarding startup experience, we won this year the 2nd place at Startup Weekend competition in Iași. A strong point of our team is that we are a mixture of knowledge from different domains. I handle the marketing side of the business, Alex is handling the technical one, and Adrian is our designer. We know each other well because we worked together in the past, and besides partners, we are close friends. Also, we worked hard for about 6 months, and we managed to get to a functional alpha product through our work without any external financial help. Imagine what we could do with a little money and a little bit of mentoring. We are eager to tell you more about our startup. Everyone who is interested can come to us. We have candies. Seriously, we have. Please come to us. Thank you.
Hi. Is this on? Are we on? Yeah, thanks for that. I have a question, or a couple of questions really, about the research and how far you've gone into this. We had a conversation before, I know.
Yeah.
You say you spoke to 5 restaurants and 2 of them said they might pay.
Yeah.
Do you think you need to do an awful lot more research and possibly outside of this country?
Well, our plan is, until now we didn't have the time to implement the system, but after returning to Iași, we want to implement the system in that 2 restaurants and see how does it works, to make market validation, to evaluate the product and make improvements.
Yeah, I mean,
How scalable do you think it is? How much effort would it take to convince a restaurant to use the app?
Well, for the start, it's a good question because I think it's gonna be a little bit difficult because not all the restaurants are, I don't know, let's say the managers are so technology adopters right now. This is, I don't know, let's say a feature that I'm sure that in 2 or 3 years is gonna exist on the market, but now it's difficult to convince them with something like this that now it doesn't exist.
So how are you going to solve the difficulty?
Well, we're gonna solve the difficulty by, I said that at the monetization, that we will get a free trial period they will get for a month, and for them to see if it really helps them, this app, if it really increases the sales. And if they will see it's okay, it works, they're gonna pay a monthly subscription after that.
This may sound harsh, but I think that we need to make a distinction between a good technology and a business. I think what you have as a technology is very interesting. I'm not sure it's a standalone business. I think that the value is in the technology and people not going to pay you for your database of restaurants and things like that. So you need to partner with somebody, with a firm who has a restaurant database and who can use your technology and get the value that you've created from that alliance. But trying to build up a restaurant database when that's not what you're going to be valued for in any acquisition, I think it's going to be the technology. So just to make that distinction.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Petru. How many, Petro, how many times did you pitch on a stage before? The second time. Okay. Thank you. The next team is. No, Blusher.
It's me? Yes. Blogview. Developers, 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 developers. I always wanted to do that. Hello, my name is Andrei Potorac. I'm missing my things. My name is Andrei Potorac. I am CEO and co-founder of Blogview. So before I start talking about how it works, I'd like to tell you why we built Blogview. Today, there are more than 300 publishing companies publishing over 200,000 websites, blogs, magazines, portfolios each day. This is great for the web. It's great for the users because they don't need technical experience and they are not interested to invest thousands of dollars into custom-built solutions. So one of the millions of users who are contributing to this micro-publishing revolution is Paolo. He's a science educator focusing on astronomy and space outreach. On his website, he's writing about space, he's writing about his activities, and he's sharing beautiful content. So what do you think is Paolo's biggest problem? Let me give you a clue. It's not comets. It's not rockets. It's not life on other planets. Ironically, Paolo's biggest problem is content distribution. So there are millions of users, just like Paolo, who are either stuck with a poorly built solution or worse, no solution at all. So we thought about content distribution a lot. How can we make this process work? How can we make it easy and fun? We used our experience as a digital agency, and we combined all of this together, and we made Blogview. The answer is pretty simple. You need a widget that is customizable, mobile-friendly, and cloud-based. Prior to Blogview, Paolo had no solutions for distributing his content, but now, with Blogview, all he needs to do is a simple copy and paste to his website. Let's speak about market size. There are more than 73 million websites published on these platforms every year. This leads us to a market size of approximately $511 million. Out of them, 48% are heavily customized. This means a custom design and custom content. Based on our market research, we can reach a share of up to 3.5% every year, which is equal to $12 million. Of course, there's competition. It's very important for you guys to understand both sides. So there are some solutions that are platform-specific, and there are some marketplaces that provide users with downloadable widgets, but they need a server to work on. So the only competition for Blogview is on the platform-independent side. There's the expensive solutions, which means hiring an agency such as we are, or freelancers, and paying thousands of dollars. And there's the less expensive but quite limited solutions, such as Tint, with one gallery, or Wistia with one video player. So we are using the subscription-based model to make money. The free accounts come with 3 hosts, where you can use your widgets, and up to 50,000 views per month. I won't go into details with the other types of accounts because there's no time. Since we launched almost 2 months ago, we've had a pretty high growth rate of more than the standard 7% week by week. This is great. Why are we the team that can disturb the widget creation space? Many of you know the guy in the picture, Manafo, Cristi Manafo. We've been working on content distribution for years, and we've been creating the right connections to validate our idea long before we got started. More than that, I've known my co-founder for more than 14 years. We graduated computer science university, high school, and later on we created our digital agency, which we've been running for 5 years. Together with our amazing team, we built widgets for clients such as the US Navy, H&M, CBS, the Stanford Foundation, and many others. We know how to run a company, and we know how to build amazing widgets. We are currently raising money to accelerate development, to improve our platform, to increase our widgets library. We are not only looking for investment, but also for investors that's the amount, but also for investors that are familiar with this space and can provide us with great feedback and networking opportunities. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me a cold email, or you can reach out in the audience. Thanks a lot.
That figure of 2 million is the amount that you're asking for as investment?
Yeah, we are asking
With
$2 million to pay salaries for up to 17 people for 18 months in our office in London.
How do you justify that based on the traction that you just showed?
Sorry, for the traction?
You showed us some figures about
Yeah, it's
users
the
and
real
so on.
amount.
They seem very small compared with the ask of $2 million.
Yeah, so there's a standard, I say a standard, that Paul Graham has some blog post where he says that if you have more than 7% growth rate week over week, it's amazing. So we have almost double than that.
The percentages, I think, are right, but the absolute numbers are not.
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, the other question I have, as soon as you use Paolo as your archetypal example of your customer, I just wonder how much of your presentation would Paolo understand?
Sorry?
How much of your presentation would Paolo, your ideal customer,
How much would he understand?
Would
I
he-
hope everything. Thanks a lot for the feedback. Thanks. You.
Thank you. Blasher.
Hello, I'm Sebastian, the CEO of Blusher, the mobile app revolutionizing high school romance. Okay, sure. You may be asking yourself how we're doing that. By helping teens find out if their crush has a crush on them. Okay. Yeah, but we love Prezi. It's so nice. It represents us.
I stopped using it for this very reason. It just never works on stage. Yeah. What, you'll help you?
Okay, then. Okay. So, before I begin, let me tell you a short story. When I was in high school, I really liked a girl, Delia, but I didn't have the courage to tell her that at that moment. However, we met again 2 years after high school, and she told me she really, really liked me too, but she was too shy. Unfortunately, that's the end of the story because we were both in a relationship at that moment, sadly. And this is a story that happens today as well. It happens every day in high school because teens are shy and they are afraid to express their feelings. And the main problem we're trying to solve is the fear of rejection that can cause awkward moments. But imagine a world where this is not a problem anymore because there's an app for that, Blusher, the only mobile app helping teens find out if their crush has a crush on them. How it works? You connect with Facebook, all your friends appear on your screen. You select your crush, nobody knows about it. Only if your crush selects yourself, you then both get a message that you like each other. Until then, it's completely anonymous. Then you can chat and do whatever. The market for this product is huge, $4 billion, of which we're aiming for, with this business model, to a market of 108 million. And we can totally do it. The feedback we got is awesome. I personally interviewed people from all over, teens from all over the world, asking them about their problem and our solution, and their feedback was mind-blowing. Okay. How do we monetize? The app will be free at start for 3 months. Then it will cost $1 a year. We also have in-app purchases like romantic dating tips and virtual gifts, and more, of course. Of course, I'm not working alone on this project. I'm working with Manu. is a genius programmer and the CTO of Blusher. We're working together for a year now. In this time, we launched Q&A social network for teens, which is comparable to Twitter, and got 14,000 users in just two weeks after launch. So we can totally do this. We are totally passionate about the problem we're trying to solve, because we had the problem, and between me and you, we still have it. And yeah, what we're looking for are strategic partnerships for distribution and user acquisition, an accelerator for mobile apps or dating, with experience in dating, and the $50,000 investment for user acquisition and PR and marketing efforts. But and before I close, let me show you a short clip that will hopefully remind you of your high school days and connect you with the problem we're trying to solve.
I remember her. Not a girl, but the girl. The brains behind the all-time top 10 comic book vixens only wish they could conjure a siren the likes of Susan Glenn. Beneath my feet, my own private earthquake registered an 8 when Susan Glenn was near. In her presence, all that was beautiful before she arrived turned grotesque, and in her shadow, others became goblinesque. If she approached, Susan Glenn didn't walk. She floated, accompanied by pyrotechnic spectacles that left me feeling a foot tall. She embodied every desirable quality I'd ever wanted. In my mind, I was a peasant before a queen, and so Susan Glenn and I were never a thing. If I could do it again, I'd do it differently.
This always gives me goosebumps, but yeah. You can click it one more time. And of course, if you have any questions or just want to grab a beer with us, we'll be around. And also, if you click one more time, you can find the click one more time. Okay, you can find the email address where you can find us. Also, don't forget to blush.
So who's your competition?
I've heard there are people trying to do things similar to this at this moment. Of course, there are alternatives, not direct competition. Of course, there's Bang with Friends, if you're asking.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
another league. But there are alternatives like
Isn't Snapchat your competition here? I mean, we're talking about an app which should be very, very viral with teenagers, right? So Snapchat comes to mind.
Snapchat, yeah, it is. But it's Snapchat is not really about what we're trying to do, about discovering crushes and stuff like that. It's
no one knows, right?
What?
No one knows what Snapchat is about. The messages get deleted. What I'm trying to say, I guess, is that my piece of advice, would be you guys should need to focus on traction. I mean, if you're going after teenagers, you need to find something that really works for them. This could be an interesting proposition, but it could be completely different than this. I mean, basically, you have this target group, and you should just make them, use it crazily like Snapchat. So that's the reason I'm mentioning it.
That's what we're aiming for. Yeah. Thanks.
I have a question about, you mentioned that you might be able to make money with virtual gifts and whatnot. What I don't get is how that will work, because essentially when your proposition does its work, that means that the two people will develop a relationship. Why would they keep using the app to send each other virtual gifts or whatever?
I'm just giving you an example of where it works, because it works, for example, on Ask.fm. It's the same thing. You just give people like random gifts via SMS, like anonymous. You can do it anonymous or not. So it works. It works. People use it. Yeah, that's why.
So just a final comment about you use that market size thing for dating websites. This isn't a dating website in that sense.
It's not. Yeah,
so the figures that you showed are all out of proportion. I think I probably said to you the other night, you should go and do this in China, because Chinese students and teenagers really have this problem, and there's 1.2 billion of them.
Yeah.
So good luck there.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Here's my thingy.
Can I just jump in here
I
a
like
second?
you can message each other and chat and do whatever. That's how they call it
Can I
these
just
days
add
in
something
high
here? Maybe just a lesson learned here is that one of the things that you can control as an entrepreneur in your presentations is the quality of your research when you present. Because believe me, we can see through it very quickly if the numbers don't look right in terms of what your addressable market is, who your competition is. If you don't know all those facts about your own company, that also then calls into question the credibility of the rest of your presentation.
Thank you. And next up is Do It For.
Hi everyone, my name is Theo. I'm the CEO and co-founder of DoIt4.co. DoIt4 is the marketplace for social media services. We make it easy, fast, and secure for small and medium businesses to connect with social media marketers. The problems small and medium businesses have in relations to their social media presence are that they don't have the time to dedicate 2-3 hours a day to social media. They don't have the skills to manage Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, and all the other social platforms. And they don't have the money to hire a professional marketing agency or a part-time or full-time employee. This is a real example from our website where Florin, who owns a coffee shop, posted a request for someone to manage his Facebook page. He got several bids, chose one of the freelancers, and as you can see here, his Facebook page traffic increased dramatically afterwards. So he can now focus on his business and don't want to worry about communicating with his clients on social media. So DoIt4 looks to solve all of those problems by providing platforms that makes it easy, fast, and secure for small and medium businesses to connect with social media marketers. You can think of us like a TaskRabbit for social media. A business owner can post a request on our website. He can browse the profiles of the freelancers and choose one. He can pay directly on the website, and DoIt4 worries about the invoicing and taxes. Our competition includes websites like Elance or People Per Hour, but we are the only one focusing on this growing niche of social media marketing. We all know that social media exploded during recent years, and already 70% of the small and medium businesses use social media to communicate with their clients. But because of the problems I've explained before, 66% post only once a week or even less. So because of this, 50% of them want to outsource this kind of services because they already are used to outsourcing services like accounting and development, and this only makes sense for them. And we've only seen a huge jump in demand for social media jobs with an increase of 1,300% from 2010 and until now. Because of this, I don't think we have a chicken and egg problem on this particular niche market. We plan to charge a commission on each transaction that goes through the site, and also a monthly subscription. We've launched our beta version of the website this summer, only 3 months after winning third place at Startup Weekend Cluj. We already have more than 1,000 users on the website who posted several tasks. And we did all of this with no money, working weekends, and focusing only on Cluj-Napoca city. Our team consists of 3 young and talented people, myself, who looks after business and product development, Gabi, who's our skilled developer, and Codin, our talented artist. We have more than 50 years of experience between the 3 of us in our workplaces. And as you can see, we all wear glasses, which means we are pretty smart people. We are looking to raise a 50,000 euros investment that will allow us to launch the full version of our website, reach 10,000 users, and gain substantial revenue. We hope you are as excited as we are about the future of social media marketing outsourcing, and I look forward to connect with you after this presentation. Thank you.
Are you guys working full-time on this business now?
Sorry?
Are you three working full-time on this business now?
No. So we all three have full-time jobs, and that's why we developed the platform after work and during weekends.
So the 50,000 euros is for what?
For paying our wages to dedicate full-time to the jobs and for marketing purposes. We are still young and pretty cheap to keep alive, so
I'm just wondering if you've lived the desperate life of a startup yet or not.
Sorry?
I'm just wondering if you've lived the desperate life of a real startup yet or not.
Not yet, but that's the dream, to quit the 9-to-6 job and become an entrepreneur. We all know the risks involved, but that's the dream.
Okay.
Any other questions? No? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Favorites? Yay.
Hello, everyone. I'm just waiting for the slide. If it's taking longer, I can tell you a joke. It's not. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Victor, and I'm the CEO of Favorite. And I'm really, really, really happy to be here with you. I want to introduce you to my team. My co-founder, Octavian, is actually in the room. He's the CTO of Favorite, and he's building software for 15 years, actually in the last 7 years in his own company. I'm an entrepreneur also for 7 years, and my expertise is in marketing and business development. And we are really glad to also have on our team as an advisor and really as an unfair advantage. We have PhD Heidi Hoka. She's a doctor in psychology, and she is also a behavioral change coach. But what makes our team really, really special is the fact that we all share the same values. We all believe that the most important people in our life are the ones that make us happy. We believe that the most important things in life are actually our loved ones. And we believe that our loved ones deserve special attention. So let me tell you a story. Please meet Grandma Beth. She has a big family, but she lives alone in her small town. She has lots of children and grandchildren, but they all live in big cities and don't really visit her too often. She is old, and she carries the difficulties of her age on her shoulder. But most difficult for her are actually the nights. The nights are too long and too lonely. And too often, she ends up falling asleep while she looks to her family pictures. But one day, her grandson Daniel calls her, and he is telling her how he has a new smartphone app and how he can do all sorts of wonders with this app. But Grandma Beth doesn't really understand and doesn't know what she's talking about. For her, technology is kind of useless and complicated. But the next week, Daniel calls her again, and this is really strange. And in the weekend, he even visits her. And more, her other grandsons and grandchildren are getting in touch with her. And for her, at her age, that's the only thing that she wants. And she's really happy and she's feeling blessed. And one day she's curious and she asks her grandson Daniel, Daniel, don't get me wrong, I really like what's happening, but tell me, what's the reason? Is it your new girlfriend that is making you do this? Have you read it in a book? Oh no, Daniel said. And she's tried to think how to make her grandma understand that she's using a smartphone app that it's helping him do a better job at relating with his loved ones. And how to tell her that his cousins are also doing this. And finally, he says, well, you see, Grandma, we all realized that life's most precious gifts are our loved ones. This is what our app can do. We are building app favorites so people can stay in touch with their loved ones and talk to them as according to each of their personality. We are bringing together technology and the latest studies in psychology and behavioral change to build the app favorites. Our road ahead is still long, but we also already have our first version of the app on Google Play. So we invite you to download it for Android. And we also had a number of awards won with it. And we are here to ask you for your feedback. So download the app, give us your feedback, and let us help you. Let us, with your feedback, help you build really good relationships with your loved ones. And just please remember this thing. Take 5 minutes and call your grandmother while you still have her. Thank you.
That was a nice story, thank you. But I still don't quite understand what you do differently from all the other social networks, messaging apps, and there are also, by the way, a lot of applications and services that limit to family or even partners. So what do you do differently? I don't understand.
Yeah, so as a differentiation, you can see here, you were talking about family apps. You can see here we've studied familiar networks or Life 360, and there are a number of differences that sets us apart. But the main difference is the fact that we are focusing on these 5, 10 most important people in your life. So I don't know if you're familiar with Robin Dunbar's theory. He made some studies about people's close ones, and he realized that we should spend 50% of our social life with the 5 most important people in our life. And studies like this, we are integrating in our solution, and the main differentiation is that we are focusing on this. Let me just show you something. So this is Robin Dunbar's number. He's talking about how we are not doing a really good job at focusing on the important people in our life.
You're already on Google Play. How many users so far?
We are in a public beta, and we already have more than 1,000 downloads with no marketing, and we are planning to launch the final version at the beginning of the next year. So I don't know if you noticed, but singers are singing about this. Placebo sings, we have too many friends. We have too many friends on different social networks, and we cannot keep in touch with all of them. We have to focus a bit. Not only in startups we have to be focused, but in our social life we also need to be focused on the important persons.
I still don't think I could describe what the business is to anybody else.
Well, as a really short, we are bringing to personal the concept of a CRM. We're building actually a FRM, Favorites Relationship Management.
Thanks.
Thank you. Give me my widget back. Thank you. Why? Turn your phones off or put them on silent. Yeah? Thank you. Okay, that was touching and awesome. And now I'm sure that the jury members feel the need to take a break, like take some fresh air and call their grandmothers. Yes?
We could use some water if that's...
Sorry?
We could use some water if that's possible.
Water? Yes. Okay, and we're going to switch. So I will
beer.
Thank you for your contribution so far. Don't go anywhere, we'll still need you. But yes, so guys.
Okay, thank you.
I have 2 now. Okay, so now I would like to invite on stage the next members of the jury. And we are going to start with Sita Artelli. She's the managing director of Connect Ventures. Yay, a girl. Please do the thing. Mike Butcher. Are you here? Okay, he's here. Yes, so Mike, he's the Kick-Ass chief editor at TechCrunch Europe. You all know Mike, right? Did you see his speech this morning? Okay. And Theo Chaushu from Ixia, who's our partner for this competition. Mike, are you going to come here or staying there? Gloria Food.
Hi. Does it work? Yes. Many of us are enjoying the convenience of food delivery. And over the last couple of years, we have gone from placing orders via phone to placing them online. Yet even today, many times it's frustrating to actually place the order because placing the order is difficult. And I've started to speak with restaurant owners a couple of months ago and asked them, like, why do you make it so difficult? Why is it like a 7-step process to place my pizza? And those restaurant owners, they told me that they don't really have a choice. At this point in time, either they go with one of the very big portals, which are charging somewhere between 10 and 18% commission on every single order, or they go to the local web agency, and this local web agency is also quite expensive. And neither of them is actually having usability as their top priority. So this is how we have started Gloria Food. We're an online ordering system for restaurants that are offering food delivery and pickup services. And we're the very first company worldwide that is using the freemium business model to execute this. This means our product is free of charge, has no setup fees, no binding contracts, and no commissions on your orders. But let's see how the product actually works. So on the right-hand side, you can see a tablet, an app. This is running inside the restaurant. The restaurant owner logs in, and then he has placed the Order Online button on his website. Now, a customer, Yunus, is coming to the website and adding a pizza margarita, and then also adding 3 Heineken beers. You can see that all the controls are tablet-friendly. It's very easy to use. And then in the checkout, you can see that details are pre-filled from the order he made 2 weeks ago. A sound appears, and the restaurant owner gets the order. He can accept the order. He sees all the details, and he puts the estimated delivery or pickup time. Now, the customer, Yunus, gets an email notification that this order was accepted, including the delivery time. Also, inside the email notification, we're advertising our app so the user knows that he can order from this and other restaurants in the future. We're a team of 5. We're working with a very talented web engineer, talented mobile engineer, and talented marketing specialist. My co-founder, Mihai, has been involved in 3 startups. He has a background in business development, marketing, and sales. He has been the business manager at RAF Antivirus, VP of sales at Oxygen, and VP of global technology integration at Avira. Myself, I've been working for about 15 years at a company called Avira, which is producing free antivirus. And I've also been at Avira back in 1999 when we have launched the world's first free antivirus. And then over the next years grew to a user base of about 100 million users. And I was at the source of understanding and learning how to actually monetize a free user base. My last position there was CTO, where I've managed a team of 300 across 5 different locations, and we've built some very beautiful products together. We've started about 3 months ago, and 6 weeks ago, we've launched our website. We have 150 signups, and we're currently in the process with about 10 different restaurants rolling them out. And we have launched Monday this week, 5 p.m. We have our first restaurant live. We also need to make money. There are 2 aspects to this. One is direct monetization. where we believe a subset of restaurants is going to switch to a premium offering with some additional features that we provide to them. The other possibility is indirectly monetizing the end user base. As a practical example, partnering with companies that provide table reservation and then participating in their revenue stream. The market in the United States alone is about 14.6 billion for takeout and 9.6 for delivery, and there are about 100,000 establishments that we are targeting. Our customers are single unit establishments. That means they're not part of a chain. That also means that their decision-making process is much more similar to the ones of consumers. There are about almost 100 competitors worldwide that are doing this, yet none of them is working with the freemium business model. Huh, okay, so we had the pizza delivery. Huh, let's see. Is there Yunuts in the audience? Yunuts, really? Okay, that's the pizza for you. So you should split. Okay, thank you very much. Now, I guess we'll get some questions.
It's cold, cold.
So, you learn some Romanian habits?
About Yunuts?
Is this a bribe or something?
No, there's no bribe.
How do you convince restaurants to enroll in your program?
So from our experience at this point in time, there are three categories. One is web developers that are setting this up and are searching for us. The other ones are those that have no experience. And the third one are those who already have some experience. We're not going after those who have no experience with this because we need to actually convince them. We're going after those that have already an experience with a competitor, and then we're offering a more competitive solution, let's say.
So the site's been live for 6 weeks? Sorry, I didn't follow. How long has the site been up and running?
The website is up and running for 6 weeks, yes.
6 weeks. So in 6 weeks, you've registered 100 customers and 10 restaurants.
150 signups and 10 restaurants that we're currently setting up from 5 different countries.
Okay, and how do you plan on scaling that? Because that's really slow. I mean, to actually make this a business, are you going to have a geographic focus? Are you going to have a cuisine focus, or?
We're mainly targeting United States because the possibilities of indirect monetization are much bigger because there's already a network of related companies that we could partner with. But our solution is like a self-service solution. So anybody, even from India, could go set up his restaurant.
How did you get that? How did you get the 10 restaurants? Where did they come from? Did you go and see them?
Romania, Canada, United States,
but
Malaysia,
how?
India.
How?
How did you get them? Did you go and see them? Did you knock on the door?
For those in Romania, yes. For the other ones, through Google.
So in 6 weeks, you have only knocked on 10 doors, 10 restaurants. Is that right?
No.
No? Well, how
No.
did it work then? How did you get them?
So we have 10 restaurants worldwide that we're currently setting
Worldwide?
up. Worldwide.
Yeah, you know what? This is silly. Why don't you like beta test it with, like, how many people in your team?
5.
Right. 5 people in your team. Every day, everyone goes to 5 restaurants each, right? If you'd done that for 6 weeks, you'd end up with a hell of a lot more than 10, right? You'd have a much higher run rate.
Probably.
And then you would be able to get some real customer feedback on the platform. This works, that doesn't work. You know, what do we do about this? Change the interface, things like that. That would be much more valuable than just sort of, you know, this 10 thing kind of thing. You know, seriously, you should just do that. But the other thing is, I mean, why are you not? Do I have to stop now? Do I have to stop? Oh, no. Last question. Is this web only right now?
Sorry?
Is it web only?
Yes.
Yeah, you should do this as an iPad or an Android tablet app. This is the way, what you want to get into the point of sale business, I think. Closer to the point of sale.
It's web for the end user. There's an Android application for the restaurant.
Oh, the restaurant has an
Yes,
Android application.
yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, You know, there's a massive amount. I mean, Rocket Internet throws millions at this kind of a company. It's very, very hard to compete in this space.
Yeah, we know
I
them.
wouldn't even think about monetizing. Just give it away for free as long as you damn well can.
Okay, thanks.
I have a question too. How many restaurants are in US? Yeah. How many customers do they have so far? How do you find the customers for the restaurant? Anyway, something to think about. Okay, next team. It's a French word, I'm not gonna say it.
It's haute, from haute couture. Hello, hi. My name is Andrei, and I am CEO of McCann Studios, creators of Tension, okay. Of Haute, your personal fashion assistant. Haute is a mobile app that provides to you fashion advice in real time on your mobile phone. It is the best friend that you can take with you when you go shopping or when you have to dress for an event like a party, a wedding, or a date. Meet Monica. She stands in front of her closet every morning for a couple of minutes, 10, maybe 20 minutes, thinking to herself, what the heck should I wear today? We found out from our research that girls actually know what they want to wear, but need a second opinion that can confirm their choice. For men, it's easier. Men simply don't know what they should wear. Our solution to the problem is Haute, your personal fashion assistant, available for you 24/7 right in your pocket. Haute is Siri for fashion. It takes into account your uniqueness, your hair color, your eye color, your skin color, or your shape, when it provides recommendations directly from fashion stylists. The way it works is that you simply snap a photo of the rig that you want to match with, then you choose its type, be it a t-shirt or a shirt or some pants, and then automatically gives you fashion advice from fashion stylists ordered by style, business, casual, sports, etc. If you like what you see, you can tap on the items and then shop the look. Our addressable market is fashion consumers with mobile phones. It's a market, 600 million people right now in 2013, and it's growing towards to 2.4 billion by 2017. We are serious about making money from Haute. In fact, we made our first dollar in the first week after we launched. We have three types of revenue streams right now. In-app purchases, users buy recommendations from fashion stylists right in the app. Another revenue stream is bulk licensing. We talk with fashion shops and sell them bulk licensing for Haute that they use for app marketing or cross-selling or upselling their products. And we also do affiliate selling in the app. We recommend people products, and then we make a share out of that sale. We have been building mobile apps for more than 2 years now together. We have more than 200,000 downloads for our apps, and we generated more than $20,000 in revenue until now. So we have solid mobile development experience. The problem that we had in August 2013 when we launched the first version of Haute after 3 weeks of development was that our recommendations that we gave to users were included colors that were really hard to find, like Nicki Minaj style outfits. We decided that we can do better than that, and we talked with one of our friends who graduated PhD in Paris in image processing and computer vision. With him, we wanted to find out what are the most popular colors in fashion right now. So we put together a database of 12,000 products from online stores all over the world, and we came up with this. This is the color distribution in fashion right now. So we can see that Nicki Minaj's neon green is not that popular right now. Meet Andrei, he is our latest addition to the team. He is in charge of our researching efforts. We look for seed investment right now that can fuel our development for the next 6 months. We are also looking for advisors with connections in the fashion industry. We hope you are as excited as we are about Haute, your personal fashion assistant, and we look forward to connect with you after the talks. Thank you very much.
Okay, so why do you not have a lady in your team?
So what we're doing right now is we're trying to replace the lady with algorithms. We're working with what we have.
I'm so sorry for you. I mean,
Can I say, there's dozens of these apps in different companies. How do you differentiate
So
at all?
our competition is split into, it's either fashion discovery apps like Wanello, for example, or it's wardrobe fitting apps, wardrobe organizing apps that make you first put on all your wardrobe online and then give you recommendations from what you have there. We do this in real time, personalized. I mean, when you need the advice, be it in a shop or in front of your closet, you just get the advice. So it's right on spot.
Are you not finding the slide you want to find, Mike?
Do you need some help, Mike?
Would you?
Right, you're going to have to. This is the worst. I mean, why does nobody demonstrate the product? We want to see the product.
We have a presentation video that showcases the product, but this is I mean, this presentation was focused on investors and products. So
Just a second. Look, I'm on this page, right?
Okay. Yes.
What do I do now? I'm a woman. I want to know what the fuck to wear today. What do I? What happens?
If you go on the previous page, you'll see that she took a photo of that neon blouse. Yes.
Right.
And then on the next page, you can see that she matched that blouse with blue pants.
So you're doing image recognition.
Yeah. Go on the next slide.
Yeah.
And you can see now that that blue pants, you can see the recommendations there for the blue pants.
Oh,
and then you can shop online.
So where are you pulling this data from here? These.
We have 1,700 online shops that we aggregated.
Are you doing? What's the technology platform that you're using? Is it visual recognition? Do you have your own
Yes,
algorithm?
Exactly. We have background in image processing and data mining.
Have you seen a company that launched a TechCrunch Disrupt in Berlin called ASAP54?
Sorry, no.
You haven't seen it?
No.
You see, the thing is, if you're going to be a startup in this space, you must research.
Well, we did our fair share of research. I mean, I have more than 100 apps that are in fashion space on my phone now.
Okay, good. Well, TechCrunch Disrupt in Berlin, we have like millions of readers, and that was there. So that should have popped up on your radar. Because this is doing a similar thing.
Yeah, I know there are apps that do similar things, but this is like real-time personal.
Yeah.
It's
so
not.
You haven't really. See, the trouble is, you're not convincing us that this is just so much better.
Okay, let me check them out first, and then I will tell you how we are different. Because right now, I mean,
check them out. Check them out. See you later.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice plug there. Are you guys tired? Thanks. Are you guys tired?
Let's keep going.
I think you are. I think you're exhausted. That's what it sounds like anyway. We only have 2 left. The next one is called Kite Ops. Yeah, she's still going. Go. I love girls pitching. Please don't disappoint.
Come on. Okay, cool. So, second, hear me? Okay, great. So, cool. We are going to talk a little bit about.
Darling, hold the mic near your mouth. Thank you.
You want me to scare you, or?
Like this.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we are going to talk about server management, but first we are going to talk a little bit about startups, and I want to say a big congrats to all the startups that we've seen. As we've imagined and as we've seen here, they're all about innovation and finding better solution for a better life. And actually, we want to help you guys. And we are going to talk now to the developers, actually. And so everybody else just try to follow. Just imagine a startup, and this is actually Steve. Say hi. And he's the developer of this startup. Now, what the startup does is it doesn't matter now. It can be any of the startups that have been on this stage now or just here at How2Web. Now, the startup is live, is getting a lot of traction, has a lot of plans, but it also has server needs that start growing really fast. Steve is in charge of this, so no worries. He's in charge of the environment, test, production, everything. Now, what he needs to do is start servers and actually configure them, deploy code. Everything's going to be so boring. It's going to take a lot of time and a lot of money. He also has to code, so the startup can keep getting traction. Now, the solution is going to be this one, KiteOps. Now, what it does is actually going to bring Steve to an online interface for DevOps, and he can start servers, configure them, deploy new code, repeat anytime he wants it, and he's just going to do that with the push of a button. Now, exactly this is what we did for the DevOps, is actually put the menu in the flow that they need. They're going to create the bundle, add blueprints, start servers, host apps, deploy code. Great. What it does, saves you up to 20 hours of work monthly, and also a paycheck, because probably you want to hire a DevOps, because Steve is going to say, I'm going to quit. Now, also you save Steve from being a frustrated dev and being able to carry on with what he's doing, writing code. Now, it's out of a box too, but you can also bring your own scripts. We bring you everything configured by default, but you can also custom it as you like and as you need. Our users, as I already said, they are first project startups and those that are starting to run some apps in cloud. This makes up for about 49% of the cloud market now, and 56% of this market is actually adopting DevOps, meaning they do need server management. From the cloud market, you can see that everything is booming. DigitalOcean, for example, already has 7,000 servers started, and since we actually made this slide, they started 20,000 more. Now, our competition, of course, we are not alone in the world, is awesome. What we have better than them is the UI, which is meant to save time, which is meant to help people that are not highly nerds, highly tech people, okay? And also we are about 50% cheaper than the ones already out there, and it's one platform to rule them all. Well, we misspelled the rule one because we were out partying last night. Sorry. Okay, now what we do next, also to help startup, is actually create fees that are very simple. Monthly, hourly, no time to calculate how much money I'm going to spend by starting scaling 3 servers to 20 servers. No, it's going to be very easy. Now, where we are, we've been live since 6 days now. We have around 50 registered users, 7 active users on DigitalOcean, feedback, some love from DigitalOcean. What we're going to do next is actually get traction, then start integrating Rackspace, Amazon, cloud monitoring tool, everything. Now, this is the team, 3 of us, highly specialized in what we do, product, design, and development. And this is where you can actually go and try KiteOps right now. And thank you.
So sorry, the 7 active users, they're paying you now?
Sorry?
The 7 active users are paying customers.
No,
so
it's private beta, it's free. We want to get a lot of feedback. That's why we are here actually now. We want to learn. This is our first startup, and we don't know
so
how
then
to do
what
it.
will the pricing be?
Sorry?
What will the pricing be?
It's going to be $5 per server per month.
Okay, so those 7 active users, if you were charging them, how much would they be paying you?
Well, let's think of, they have 3 servers live, 3 or 7, it's going to be like 21, not good at math right now. So it's going to be 21 servers live for a month is going to be
About $100. Okay,
Yeah,
so,
but
so
we don't have-
is 3 servers per active user what you're expecting? So about $15 per user
At this point, yeah.
per month.
Yeah.
Okay.
And no other cost because it's just us. We don't have investors and
Could you please be more specific on the differentiators? I understood the price and the fact that it's easier to use, yeah. But could you please be more specific?
well, imagine, for example, Opworks from Amazon, which is very popular right now. Most of the Silicon Valley startups use it because it's such a marketing machine. Now, the idea with that is that it's very complicated to use. And for startups like ourselves, we have been here. We actually tried, for example, Rackspace and then went to DigitalOcean because we needed to scale, we needed to. So we've been here, we had this experience. And we needed something simple, something that is straightforward, that it's upfront. Because you don't have, as a startup, the money to actually hire a DevOps or a DevOps team. You have the developer. And that developer needs to be able to write code, not start and configure servers, write code for servers. That's why.
Would you describe it as radically transformational to a company that
Yeah.
radically could transfer?
Yeah,
So
it's a radically
has a sort
transformation.
of disruptive effect.
I wouldn't call that, because actually the first time I heard disruptive was here. I'm not sure if that's bad or not, but actually what we want to do is create something simple and straightforward. I'm not sure if it's disrupting.
What is
great? People
fantastic.
use it, it's great.
This is a sort of slightly boring business question, but what is your, quote, go-to-market strategy, unquote?
Well, actually, we started going to DigitalOcean. When I meant DigitalOcean love, is actually they told us, go to our users. Go and tell them you have this app and they can use it with our servers and go wild with that. We don't have a lot of marketing budget. We tried some campaigns here and there. Wasn't great because it's a highly tech type of product.
But to some extent, if you've got a really, really amazing product, I mean, a lot of the marketing can be done for, you can incentivize, you know, I mean, sysadmins or whoever it is you're going after, right? Sysadmins?
Sorry?
Sysadmins?
No.
Who are you going after?
DevOps, server admins.
Server admins. How many, is any server admins out here?
Are there any developers
You're a
out
server
there?
admin? Put your hand up. Are you a server admin? Right, come over here. Come over here.
Yay.
You come over here. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come here. Right. What do you think of this product?
I haven't seen much information about the...
You're useless. Right, come over here. What do you think of this product? Face the audience.
Well, the problem is that a cheap VPS nowadays is $5, and when you pay $5 extra for the management tool, it's pretty expensive. I'm guessing that it's for...
So do you think this is great or not?
It's great, but $5 per server, it's expensive.
It's too expensive. What's your answer?
Probably we are going
He
to
wouldn't pay you more than
reconsider and
$1. What's your answer?
Sorry?
He wouldn't pay you more than $1. Could you do it for that price?
No.
No, come
3.
on.
No, it's going to be 3. That's
$3.
Scale it up to
the
I don't
scaling.
know, more servers.
Yeah, you're right. The scaling part is actually something that we are going to talk with you personally. If you want to scale to 100 servers, that's something that we are going to
What
talk
do you
in
think?
private.
It might be interesting then.
What she's doing is huge. Are you part of the company? You invested in the company? Aha. Might be slightly biased. What's your feedback? Do you love it?
I would use it if it's helped me to...
Yeah, but what you've seen here, is this fucking awesome or is it shit?
The UI is great. Okay.
You like the UI? Is that good?
Yes, it's very good. It's actually what we try to, exactly what I told you earlier. Other types of server management are so
Really
complicated.
crap. They're horrible to look at.
Yes,
Poor
I'm sorry.
Poor bastards.
Yes.
out there having to look at this horrible UI day in and day out. They are going blind
Yeah.
looking at this
And
shit.
also, I should tell you
They
that
want to look
we
at
also
something
have to-
sexy like this, right?
Yeah.
But they want the right price.
Well, we are going to work on that. That's why we are actually in free beta where anyone can use it, and this kind of feedback is great for us.
There you
That's
go. You
what
got
we
some
are looking
feedback. Well done.
Thank you.
Great. If we wouldn't be on a tight schedule, I would love to have more of these. What do you guys think of the way that these guys are pitching, like all of them? Do you think like this room has energy at all? Oh, that's good, because then it's...
I'm trying to get some energy out of it.
I think there's more energy on stage than there is in the audience.
Sorry?
There's more energy on stage.
I know, right?
Than in the audience.
I know, I think I'm more excited about this whole thing than they are. Are you guys excited about being part of this competition and everything? Yeah. Woo! If not, that's okay. I have enough energy. I can handle it. But I want equity, I think it's called. Okay.
Is this the last one?
Yes. So the last one.
This better be fucking awesome, man.
I know.
There's props.
There's
It's
props.
gonna be
That's
exciting.
always good.
Does
Alrighty.
it involve on-stage sex?
He has a driving thingy.
It's not the next one.
Oh,
We're
I'm
not in
ruining his
Amsterdam.
pitch. Okay, Kolos. Kolos? Kolos? Kolos. Kolos. Woo!
Hi. Do you want a pizza box? We've got one over
Sorry?
there. Don't worry. Carry on.
Hi. I have two news for you. The first news is that this is the last presentation for today, the good news, and the bad news that it's going to be really boring, so please pay attention. So I want to ask one question. How many of you in this room own an iPad? Can you please raise your hands? An iPad, raise your hands. Okay, so many people, okay. How many of you play racing games on the iPad? Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seriously, 5 people? Okay. So, and this is our friend Kevin, and as you can see, he's a little bit frustrated because he loves his iPad, but he just hates playing games on it. After just a few minutes of chaotically tilting the device all around in the air, his palms are starting to sweat, his arms are getting tired, and he realizes iPad's thin body does not provide comfortable enough grip. Luckily, we introduced Kevin to the Coase wheel. Coase is the world's first tabletop steering wheel that cradles the iPad and uses the tablet's built-in sensors for more comfortable and realistic experience with mobile games. Coase supports iPad 2, iPad 3, iPad 4, and iPad Air, both the white and black versions. How cool is that? So by 2016, Gartner estimates over 1.5 billion tablets worldwide, and Newzoo sees over 500 million tablet gamers. Also by 2016, we estimated the market worth $2 billion or 21 million potential prospects. Our customer is mainly 18, 35 years of age, and he's ready to spend over $100 on mobile gaming. Our one and only competitor on the market is built with low quality materials, its design is unpractical, uncomfortable, and as you can see, these comments have been confirmed from Amazon reviews. It sells for nearly $55. Our marketing and sales strategy includes launching a dedicated YouTube channel. Oh, sorry, wrong slide. So after developing the Coase Mini for the iPad Mini, our products will support 2 form factors only. They will offer more comfort, more realism, and of course, higher quality. And now, yep. So a dedicated YouTube channel will serve as a library for mobile gamers where all games will be reviewed alongside our product. We'll also offer a blog dedicated to mobile gaming with rich content to gamers. We'll also offer a reward, an incentivizing reward program that will reward customers for every successful referral. This is what we have achieved so far. We invested 25,000 euros in the project. We also have some intellectual property, industrial design patent. Our design is also confirmed from production, ready to enter. We also received distribution inquiries from many countries. 60 people inquired to buy the Coast Wheel without even promoting it. 4,000 people at fancy.com wanted to have the Coast Wheel. We also went out of the building and literally talked to hundreds of people to validate the concept, the price, and its features. What's next? Next is a Kickstarter campaign. So if there are any media here, Mike, yeah, and you want to feature this story, if you think this is interesting to your readers, please, this is how I look. Let's catch up later, okay, and share more details. Next slide. This is our team, top left, that's me. I'm obviously the pretty one in the team. Mishu in the middle, not so pretty, but he has over 15 years of experience in logistics. Nikolai, he has sales experience. His first company in the USA has been approved for $1 million in funding. And our designers have over 30 years of combined experience in hardware. So Coast will sell for $79.99, and we hope to make over $75 million in revenue by year 5 with a gross margin of 40%. So this last picture I'm going to show you is going to stay there for just 2 seconds. Please take no pictures. It's our next project. No, Mike. It's our next project. It will leverage the Coast Wheel after we establish the brand. As you may know, Apple introduced, with iOS 7, Apple introduced made for my iPhone support for games, for native support of games. So this is it, the Coast Pro. So how many of the iPad racers here would spend $79.99 on the product? Raise your hands. 1, 2, 3. So 5, 6. 6 out of 5, that's okay. Okay, thanks.
So I'm sorry, what is hard about this? I mean, this is what, like injection molded plastic. What is difficult about this?
What is difficult?
Yes, or even remotely defensible about it. Like what this is a steering wheel with the iPad that clips into it. It's not, does it do anything?
Easier. It's a prototype, it's not what you think. I knew this would happen, I was 100% sure. Mike, please sit down. You were supposed to just pull it off. Why didn't you ask before? This costs, this costs 5,000 euros, so please pay the bill. No? You like this? Yeah, you can sit down. After you break it, that's perfect. No problem. No, just take it home. I don't need it. Yeah, now you're sorry. Yeah. Yeah, no, don't touch it anymore, please. Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
This is not supposed to come off, right?
It is supposed to come off. There is a button here. Let me show you. This is a button that you click. It is a prototype. Please don't hit it too hard. Yeah, it's breakable. Yeah. So this is only a prototype. It's.
Sorry, can you just answer the original question? What is hard about this? It's a piece of plastic that you stick an iPad in. Why is this even
Do you play racing games? This sucks for racing games. And it is supposed to be shootable, yeah. And you can pull it off like that, you know?
I think you can fly with that one. That one's like for flying.
There is no centering function. Yeah, it does come off. Yeah, here it is. Oh, come on, stop breaking things, please. You want to break this one too? You want to break this one too? Go ahead. No, go ahead. Break it. Seriously. Pull it. Okay. How much is it? This one, $55.
So can you answer, what is difficult about this?
What is difficult about this?
Yes.
Well, it's interesting is that it's the first of its kind overall in the world. We plan to be the first mover. This is something
that doesn't answer, why is it hard? Just because it's first doesn't mean it's difficult.
This goes
in
three dimensions.
Yeah, in this sex for racing games. That's the whole point.
Yeah, but you're not going to buy a whole different device just for racing games.
Yes, they're going to.
This will do both racing games and like flight games or something, right?
Yeah, it makes no sense to play both racing games and flying games on this one.
But
this
the
one,
iPad, see, the thing is about let me explain something to you. The iPad can run both racing games and games which are in 3 dimensions.
Yes.
Therefore, having a
pull it
device which
off.
can only do one.
You play in the air with the flying games.
Okay, so that's your solution. You
But
just
then
take it out.
Why wouldn't I just take the iPad out and
But
play
I
with
can,
the fucking
you can
iPad?
take the iPad out. Also, I can pick this up, right?
Which is uncomfortable. Try play it on the table. I'm gonna give you an iPad, put your racing game on it, try to play both and tell what's more comfortable.
I don't really understand how
Looks
this
good
is
on you.
a company or a product.
This is
or-
3-dimensional.
This is
I'm in 3 dimensions right now. Somebody give me some drugs. That would help. So look, yeah. So, okay, where are you going to make it?
China,
China?
probably.
Yeah, China.
And then there'll be like 20 more.
Going to make
the
it in
next week.
Vietnam.
In Vietnam?
Is that where you're going to make it?
Well, probably if you find a factory there.
Why don't you make it in Romania? Come on.
In Romania?
You know, support the fucking economy in Romania. Hey, come on. You're making a hardware device here.
We'll consider. Thank you.
You should commit here.
Can
Get
we-
the
can we-
president down here right now. Let's get you making this in Romania.
Can we please end this?
Huh?
This is ended. This is painful. This is just terrible.
Bulgaria. That's my choice.
I'm from Bulgaria. There's
And
the
so, last question. How much money are you going to raise to do this piece of plastic?
Well, the Kickstarter campaign is going to require $100,000.
$100,000?
Yep, for the
Right.
manufacturing to start. Yep. You think we can make it? Yes or no?
I think you've got absolutely no chance in hell. But
No chance.
good luck.
No chance. Okay, let's bet. I'm
Good
going to
luck.
bet you on that.
Good luck.
Thank you.